Hey guys, Jarek here and Komodo's back. We're going to be playing some Counter-Strike Global Offensive. I say we, I actually just mean me, because I don't think you even have this game.
I'm always back. Where the hell do I go?
The other room, not this room, not in videos. Yeah, he lives in the videos.
I am Data.
Anywho, so yeah, this game was okay. I did decent at the beginning, and then it just started playing like mad garbage about halfway through, but, you know, I just felt like uploading some more Counter-Strike Global Offensive. And I hate that spawn invincibility. That shit is very annoying.
Why not play like happy garbage?
Alright then. Is that like, don't get mad, get glad? Okay, questions before we continue ranting the video away. So if you want us to answer your questions, put a question down below in the comments. We'll try to answer it in a future video. And you know how I mentioned, or someone asked a little while ago, do any of the questions like annoy you? Well, here's a pretty good example, because this is a question I get a lot of my Just Cause 2 gameplay videos. This one is asked by Candabar K. How do you mod on Just Cause 2 on PS3? No, never going to happen. You're never going to have mods on your console. Please stop asking me. If you want to get into modding, you need to be on PC. That's just the way it's going to be. It's not going to happen. The closest thing you ever get to mods on console is buying skins for Minecraft on the 360. Which is just, come on, that's not something you should have to buy.
Yeah, I mean...
And if you're buying it, shame on you. They're going to keep doing it. That's just pathetic.
When I played Minecraft, a friend of mine just made one for me that looked like my persona, so... enjoy that.
Yeah, that's what modding does. The power of freedom. It's like comparing communism to America. I had to say it. Okay, next question. Let's see here. Oh, this one's kind of relevant. This one is asked by Joe Savage. Do you have a PS3? I used to back at the time where the PS3 had no games, and then I sold it. So right now I do not. And I guess The Last of Us is kind of cool and all, but I don't have much other reason to actually own a PS3.
You know, I actually had one too before I left California, but, wow, that guy's ballsy. And then
and I'm really bad, and he's really bad, and everyone's bad.
But yeah, I used to have a PS3 before I moved out of LA, and it yellow lighted on me, which was really fun.
I find it amusing that your PS3 failed before your 360.
My 360 has failed multiple times, but I fix it myself each time. But no, yeah, the PS3, I was really mad about it yellow lighting on me because it was a backwards compatible 80 gig.
Oh,
yeah.
That's rare.
Not getting that back.
Yeah, that sucks. This gameplay, I'll talk real quick about this. I'm using the G3. I used to play a lot of CS 1.6. Like, at one point I was really good, and then I didn't play it for, like, it has to be, like, near 3/4 of a decade. Just didn't play any Counter-Strike, so... yeah, I'm not so good at Counter-Strike anymore. The aiming is so awkward. I've gotten so used to... and you can see it right here, how bad I am at it. I still managed to kill this guy, but... yeah, the aiming is just so awkward to me. Like, so very awkward, because it's nothing like any other shooter. And I'm just gonna be honest, I really do wish there was aim down sights. I'm that heretic that's gonna say that. I don't like the wonky hipfire, recoil pattern, recoil spread management that this game has. And, you know, I respect Counter-Strike for it, because the aiming is, you know, it's difficult to kind of get used to. But yeah, that's why I'm using the G3. It's essentially a battle rifle in this game. It's pretty good if you know how to aim. But if you don't, you're going to do pretty bad. So yeah, questions. Back to those. Airsoft King 253. His question is, are there any other activities in Seattle would you rather do, other than maybe Monster Jam or maybe a concert? Concert, no way in hell I'm going to Seattle for a concert, because bands are going to go to Portland too. Portland's not really a small city. So there's no reason to drive 170 miles up I-5 just to go to a concert when they're going to be in Portland as well. Although every once in a while... this makes no sense. A band will go to Seattle, then they'll skip Portland and go to Medford, Oregon. The fucking middle of nowhere, Southern Oregon, not even a real city. I don't understand why bands do that. But yeah, usually that's not even a concern. You know what? I've been to Seattle a lot. Like I said, I've lived in Portland my whole life, so Seattle is pretty much home. It's not like Portland home, but I know what I'm doing when I'm there. I know where I'm going and whatnot for the most part. So I don't really feel all touristy or anything when I'm there. So this is kind of difficult to answer, and usually when I go there, I don't know, maybe I just Just do the things a lot of other people in Seattle do. I don't know, go to their zoo, which was actually quite amusing, because I don't really go to their zoo that often. And after going to the Oregon Zoo for like, oh god, I've gone there so many times. You know, just been there too much. Been there, done that at this point, and going to Seattle Zoo is different exhibits, different animals, so, you know, that's something I like doing. Other than that, I can't really think of anything that comes off the top of my head. You can do most of what Seattle has in Portland.
Yeah.
A lot of people are going to yell at me for saying that.
I only went there once, and
I don't think there's really much to say about that, because
Yeah.
I mean, we were there for a very, very specific reason. Pretty much went from the hotel to the con, back to the hotel, then back to Portland. So you didn't really get much of a chance to really go around.
not really. Transit system's interesting there.
I'm not even going to rant about that. Sorry, we're spoiled here in Portland. We have really good public transportation. Seattle, not so much. But there's only so much you can do when the streets are laid out like spaghetti. That makes no sense. Portland is an older city than Seattle. Why is Portland on a grid when Seattle isn't?
Reasons.
I don't know. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the other questions instead of ranting more about that. That's something I can really rant on for a while, but I won't. The legendary Halo, another that elite that asks a lot of questions. What type of ammunition do you prefer? You know, I'm not picky, really. I like to shoot guns. Guns are fun to shoot. I will say probably my most preferred ammunition is either 22 or 12 gauge, just because those are so fun to fire, especially 22. Like, you can just plink around all day long. There's no recoil at all. You can just burn through ammunition. It usually isn't as near as expensive as other ammo, so it's just fun to shoot. Like, it really is. And if you have a semi-auto, you could pretty much fire it as fast as you want to without having to worry about anything. It's gonna stay on target. Those things don't have recoil. It's only a 22.
I have no opinion.
Yeah, I don't think you've ever even shot a gun, honestly.
I held my dad's revolver.
That doesn't count. Also, okay, that's weird. As far as the 12 gauge thing goes, it's like entire polar opposites. Also got messed up with the zoom there. I really hated this. Hello, eyeballs. I hated the zoom on this, like in Counter-Strike with most guns. It's a 2x zoom, so most people switch to their knife and then pull the gun back out to avoid the second zoom. I hate that, honestly. It just annoys me. What were we talking about? Right. No, my ammunition preferred types are entire polar opposites. Like 22 is a small caliber, spam fest, cheap stuff, just enjoy yourself. And then when I'm shooting 12 gauge, I'm always shooting slugs, which is, you know, that's not a small thing to be firing at all in any way whatsoever. It kicks like crazy. I mean, when it hits something, it just demolishes it. It's so fun to fire slugs. So yeah, it's like for the entire opposite reason that I like firing 22s. I really do wish I could get out and shoot a little bit more. It's just ammo's expensive, and you gotta get out of city limits, which, to be fair, living in Portland, that's not really too complicated to get out of city limits, really. It's a 40-minute drive, you're already out of the city. And there's nothing else out of the city. But yeah, next question. Oh gosh, this one. This one is asked by Salil B. Do you prefer California or Texas? Can I answer neither? I really, really dislike both these states, to be honest. There are places in both states that I like, though. I mean, for instance, in California, I don't mind the Bay Area, and I don't mind San Diego. And in Texas, I don't mind Austin. But, I mean, does Austin really count as Texas?
I don't know anything about Texas.
It's... I don't want to say the stereotype remains true, but it's a lot more prevalent than people may think. I mean, before I really traveled around, I had the mindset of, oh, there's no way Texas can really be as bad, or, you know, the stereotype that people think it is. I mean, it's not like, there's no way I assumed it was this gun-loving, you know, America-type state, but it really is. It's like, I don't want to be here. This is annoying me. But, you know, Austin is the entire polar opposite of what Texas is, though. It's actually pretty cool being there, and people there are pretty respectful, too. So, I mean, really, Portland is the closest thing I can relate Austin to, so maybe that's why I liked it. As far as the Bay Area goes, I mean, as long as you're not going to some areas of Oakland, you should be fine. So that's... I don't really think I need to say much more about that. And San Diego, I don't know, San Diego's just a cool small town. I say town, I should say city. I don't know how often you ever went there.
Once for family.
So you didn't really do anything there?
No. I think I went to SeaWorld.
I think. How do you think that?
No, I remember I went to SeaWorld. I remember friggin' the killer whale swimming around and throwing water at everybody.
Hey, there was the end of the video. I did okay. Like I said, really not a fantastic game. I'm incredibly rusty at Counter-Strike in general. I'm not that good. I got 28 kills and died 26 times. That's not good. And this game I was actually playing with Ars. So, as you can see, our emblems in the top right, he's using the Blazer logo. So, it's pretty funny when someone gets mad at him. He's just as rusty as I am and really not very good at Counter-Strike either. But every once in a while someone would get upset. And it's like there was someone else in a game that had the Lakers logo, and he said nothing but Blazers, and then just left the game. I was like, okay. Anyway, there's been some more Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you later.